Yeah. Look. Speaking of conquest, I'm deep in your conscience. You recently digress, but secretly digest about anything I bless, anything I stress.
As I peel my orange.
Can we put some music on?
Bro, we got music in the car, man.
I want to hear BITCH.
Bro, can I get my intro down?
Oh, I'm sorry. Start over. Just delete it.
Nah, fuck
No,
that.
you don't start over. Just
You gotta keep it raw.
going.
As I peel my orange, I don't know what episode we on, but y'all are tuned in to another episode of Speak Your Mind with my cousins, though. And I'm gonna let them introduce themselves in a minute. But this is a monumental moment for those that really don't know, because I love the shit out of my cousins. This is the first time having them on my podcast. I could cry, but I'm not, because I'm a real ass nigga. Nah. Y'all
Like,
talk.
you talking about your introduction? I thought I had to shut up for it.
I mean, I was about to oop y'all the past, now y'all can talk.
Oh.
So y'all can introduce yourself.
I'm going to shout myself out too. Is that okay?
Yes, bro.
I need
All of that, dog. All of that.
Since we here.
I'm going to put the names up of y'all shit on there and everything.
Okay. Well,
So we'll go first.
we smacking right now.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Y'all put the snacks out at the worst time, dog.
Okay, we should be
People will listen to the audio like, damn, these old crunch munch ass niggas.
Okay.
Snack like intermission.
I'm Kai Unique.
That's your real name?
That's our yes, nigga. The fuck? Yes, it's Kai Unique Cofield. If you want to know it all. Javion Johnson.
That's not even my fucking name.
So what? You look like a Javion Johnson. Been calling you that for years.
Actually, to be honest, my last name is supposed to be Johnson, so.
See, and I literally never knew that. Yeah. And I've been calling you Javion Johnson my whole life.
I got my mama's last name. I'm not supposed to have it.
Oh, wow. Why you keep putting this shit further from me? Okay. Anyways. Yeah. I'm Kai Unique. What else am I supposed to do? That's it.
My name's Asha. Follow me on IG at Wowwashhaa, WOWASHHAA. I'm one of the younger cousins. One of his favorite cousins, actually.
Hey, big facts though. But Kai really my favorite though.
It's only two. For real, it's only two girls. The rest is sisters.
Oh, yeah.
Breeze.
Yeah, I fuck with Breeze.
Oh, yeah, right.
Who just eats an orange like that's not an apple? Who's the peel you? You didn't even take all the orange peel off.
Nah. First off, you got any tissue? Cause I gotta wipe my hands.
You a girl ball.
You're about a little bitch.
Okay, listen, y'all.
Don't say it.
What are you talking about?
No, I'm about to tell that in a minute. I'm about to cut this part.
What that? Why?
Cause nigga, I'm wilding out right now. This nigga said why?
Yeah, cut all of this.
Gonna make sure I don't say nothing sweet.
Wait, let me eat a couple more.
You have to leave Wowwashhaa.
Like I'm dreaming.
Okay. My Instagram is Kai Unique _. I'm about to say hashtag. Kai Unique hashtag. Kai Unique _. I mean score. KAIUNIQUE _1_. I feel like Facebook Kai Unique. Twitter Kai Unique.
Okay, thank you for your
Snapchat MVP Susie
right,
baby.
Alright.
You're doing too much.
Alright, cool. Man.
Go ahead.
Well, I appreciate y'all introducing yourself. So,
You're welcome.
Stop it. I'm still eating.
alright. So, my first question for all my guests is, before we just get shit cracking, is that shit was so loud.
Let me show you. You just get your ass this now.
The first question I'll be having for my guests is, what do you feel like, you know, your God-given life purpose is? Like, what do you feel like you got sent here on earth to do? I'm gonna start with you since you're the oldest.
Go ahead.
God.
My purpose, I think, is to help people, speak for the women. You know, like I was telling Jay earlier, like, when you see somebody speak for women, somebody be there for women, or women entrepreneur things, or empowerment groups and stuff. When you see that, you just see bad bitches for real. Like that's it. That's all it is. And then who be at the thing is just bad bitches. So who are you really empowering when you clicked up? So my thing is I want to just reach out to the real woman, you know, and just help out from there and just speak and talk to who I can talk to. Help people out. That's what I'm on.
Help them do what though? Like just find themselves.
Just wake up to what's really going on. Like women so caught up in being with a man, like that aggravates me so much when I see girls like girls are turning into pick-me's. It just pisses me off seeing that. Like I literally get on Facebook. This is why I hate Facebook for real. I get on there, all these girls always broadcasting. I cook, I clean, like so? What you want a man for? No. They ain't got nothing to do with a man, you know, getting a good man. So yeah, that's my views on it. So I just want to help women understand, like, you don't got to do that. You ain't got to do that. You ain't got to, do stuff for yourself. Do stuff because you truly want it. Don't think about what a man has to say, because, sometimes a lot of men, tear women down. That's my shit. But, yeah. So, like, that's mainly it, though. It'd be some crazy stuff. That just made me so irritated just seeing that. Or you see women trying to keep up with the Joneses. And it's like, just be you, be real. That's the most that you can do is be real to yourself and watch how far you get. So that's what I want women to understand.
Good talk.
Okay, yeah, that was some real shit though. For sure. Guys, but sorry, Asha. I don't know how you gonna follow up with that.
But, I'ma say what I feel.
Okay.
Cause period. Sleep on my sister.
I feel like my purpose in life is to motivate others, like young, not even just black girls. I feel like all races, not just black girls. Like just helping people find their passion and helping them find what they want to do in life. I've honestly, at this point in my life, I feel like I found what I want to do. Mm-hmm. And that was the help of my dad. Like he actually really helped me do that. And he just, just taught me to think about what is it that you want to do when you wake up in the morning and actually like love doing it. Mm-hmm. And I just, waking up having to be like, oh my God, now I gotta go to this job or I gotta go to this thing. So I feel like my purpose is to help others to find that. Mm-hmm. And to go that direction and actually do what they want to do in life.
Mm-hmm. That's real.
So
that's right.
That's my goal.
Motivate.
Yeah. That's how I be, man. Some people lost.
Yeah, unfortunately. I think the motivation is so important right now, especially like in 2020, because we all really need somebody to motivate us at this point, man. Because we know that we don't want to just do what our parents did, like just work and die, So we looking to do something else, but we trying to find that motivation and motivate other people at the same time. Mm-hmm. Like, how would you feel like the best way to do that is? Like, you feel like it's just better to just show and let people see you and then try to follow, or you feel like you need to talk at them like, hey, bro, like, get your shit together, you know what I'm saying?
I don't feel like I need to talk to anybody. I feel like what's understood don't have to be explained. And I feel like if you're going to come, I'm not going to say I'm not going to come to you and try to get you, but I'm not going to be forceful. I'm going to let you see what's going on. You're going to see my happiness. You're going to see, how it feels. And if you don't want to jump on board off of that, most people, like, just from what I'm doing now, I'm not even far, like, for real. But just seeing my attitude, see how I post, people just reach out to me. That's a attention grabber. Like, yo, what you do? How you keeping everything so peaceful? How are you doing these things? And it's just, I'm just loving life. Like, you need to do it too. I'll show you how. And people just off rip, like, they cling to it. So I think that's more of a way I would do it, opposed to, talking at people. Like, they literally, just let, like, to me, that's the most real way anyway. Leading by actions.
I agree.
Yeah.
Do the same thing.
Just, whatever comes.
Yeah, I can agree with that. I mean, for me, I think it's, I like cutting into people. I think I just like it.
Yeah, I think so too, low key. Because you just like to talk about that shit. You be going to whoever.
Bro,
and that's where we different. That's what I was
There go
really
my
thinking
dad.
about that.
Where?
He right there.
Oh, damn. Yo, you trying to get in on this?
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy, Corey the Entrepreneur, feel me? We doing our thing. You know what I'm saying? My nephew out here filming this joint. This how we do it. You feel me? I'm out.
Oh my God. You so stupid. He literally put his whole head in the car.
Whole head and just big.
Oh my God bless you.
Like a homeless man.
Please stop.
I don't got my, what's the name? Oh, I mean, if you want this one.
Yeah, may God bless. Oh, no.
It's too much.
It's over.
Dog.
Edit all that out, bro. I'm about to go to work.
You back leaving?
Yeah.
All right, man.
Bye, baby. I love you. I call you in the morning.
Too.
Bye.
Love you, too. Got my two daughters, man. Yeah, film them, man. My two daughters at the same time. You feel me?
Facts.
Dog. Stupid.
Before
Interrupt the whole.
we was really interrupted by my uncle. Nah, man. It's not like I could show, but I've been showing so long and people still don't get it for me. So I feel like I gotta talk.
See, but the thing is, it's not like I just know. I don't think you have been showing, honestly, because you got to think about people that you haven't talked to and seen. You know, I'm in Detroit, you in Cali, so the whole family looking like, you know, what's going. We ain't heard from you, and that's because you distancing yourself due to you know what's going on. So I don't think showing, you know, I don't think you truly showed it.
So you saying I need to show more?
Not that you need to show more, no. I mean, just do you, and people see. You know, they'll catch a vibe on their own. But I'm just saying, like, you know, to come at people, I just don't. I'm not the type of person that's forceful, because people's never. You're gonna be repeating yourself.
Well, that's the thing. No, I don't. It's not like I'm not saying that I like forcing, because I don't force nobody to do nothing.
Well, I'm just saying, even going into talking to, like, some people ain't ready for that. Some people don't understand them conversations. Some people don't even get what you on. They like, what is you talking about?
Right, but that's my point though. Like, man, I've been doing this. Like, people don't understand. Maybe, and I can explain this now. Maybe it'll make more sense. I've been doing this my whole life, like bringing myself down to talk to people, and I always hated that shit. I hated it, bro.
Yeah, same.
I hated it, and so now that I'm to this place, I'm not doing that no more, bro. I can't. Like, I literally, and I know exactly what you mean. Like, yeah, some people not gonna get it. And, bro, now I just understand it's not for them to get. If I get to kicking this shit with you and you just feel like it's way over your head, then, hey, that's where the fuck it's gonna go, nigga. Like, I can't keep bringing myself down no more. And people like, well, you got to, because if you trying to help everybody. I'm like, bro, I'm just trying to help the people that want to get help.
Yeah. See, and that's what I said for me, like, I don't really... Like, I don't like to talk. Like, I feel like me and you on different things. I feel like people gonna come on my vibe on their own. Like, I truly just feel that way. Like, you know, I be on my own. You know, I be on my own thing. I don't like to too much worry about the next person, because I am a person that carries on other people's emotions and feelings, and I go so hard to help them, and that upset me back. So I don't like to talk about stuff or anything. I just, you know, I go with it, and then whatever happens, happens. I'm not about to be like, oh, look, you got to get your mind. You know, I spit like my little sister, whatever. I talk to my sister, and I'll tell her some stuff, because she constantly around me. She watching me, and I be trying to tell her, like, don't get stressed out. You know, relax. But to just be on telling people straight up, like, going everybody, nah, because you don't know if some people ready to receive it. You don't know if they're gonna get offended. I'll let you come ask me, and then I'll take that. Now, if you come to me with the slightest bit, I can go as hard as I want to, or I can go as light as I want to. You know, that's my chance. But you open that door for me. But if you're not opening, I'm not about to just be like, yo, because then you got people that's gonna be like, oh, you crazy. And it's like, and there's nothing wrong with thinking that somebody's crazy, but I mean, somebody thinking you crazy, but it's just like, you don't even put your energy into that when it's people that literally do understand what you're talking about and can get it, and you know, you know, that's my main thing. Because you, just like I said, you can go talk to somebody and they're just, what he on? Oh, he talking. He just that. And, you know, they don't see, just like we were saying, you don't even speak your blessings. You know what's coming. You ain't got nothing to explain to nobody.
Facts.
So, I think that's how it is.
All right, so I got a question for you, Asha. How old are you?
19.
All right, so obviously we talking from at least I'm talking from a 28-year-old's perspective, dealing with people my age and older. How would you feel like? How would you looking for?
I'm saying I'm 28 too, and I'm speaking from a.
You, dang.
Anyways,
She is.
I'm saying, how would you feel like you would talk and communicate to people like your age, as far as like helping them get that drive that you talked about, like your purpose is? Like, how can you get them to your mind state? Because being 19, knowing that that's what you want to do, is great. Because at 19, I ain't no shit.
And
I
then
ain't want it
19,
at
they
all.
so like they into the material things. They into looking fly, and you know they ain't trying to be doing what they want to do. They
Or worried about the money.
for the show, yeah. But go ahead, Asha.
So yeah, how would you get them to your level? I guess you could say, like, because you really still technically like our generation. You know what I'm saying? As far as like bloodline.
What year were you was born?
2000.
Oh, she right there too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You ain't too far off. But like, yeah, like how do you like kick it with like people around your peers and stuff? Like, how do you feel like they be going about their day? Like, do they attack it like you do, or they just be like, man, this shit is nothing. Like, I'm depressed. Like,
Depressed.
More
Like,
depressed.
people, I feel like they be having, and I don't want to say everybody, but most people that I know, they be having like such a negative mind about stuff. Like, they don't get the concept of your words matter, and if you say something, like, you putting that into the atmosphere. Like, it's gonna come out into existence. So I try my hardest to tell people that, and just watch what you say. You know, have a good mindset about things, be positive. You know, when you wake up in the morning, look yourself in the mirror, you know, I am great, I am this, I am that. Just stuff like that. You know, try to lead people in the right direction, or try to teach them what I'm being taught by my dad.
Yeah. I was
okay.
about to say that's a different. See, with us too, and that's like I wouldn't even know how to really get to a younger crowd too much, just based off of like our daddy really taught us that. Like, he really instilled that, and most people don't have that. What we have, that's
Most
so
people don't
big.
even have daddies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to have
Right.
somebody that's so in your life and that's literally putting it on you, like, no, do what you got to do your purpose, like, that's real big, and it's easy for us. I mean, it's not easy, because that's still a big step to even make decisions like that. You still your own person, even though our daddies are telling us what to do, but we still our own person, has to make our own decisions. So it's still hard on that. So to imagine for somebody that don't even have that type of, you
I
know,
don't know.
Ever. Yeah.
yeah, you know, so it's probably super hard on them. So I definitely see it, but I wouldn't even know what to do, say to a younger crowd off that, just based off of
And
where do you start? I
sometimes-
mean, I tell them that too, the same thing she said, but like, they ain't trying to hear. They don't even get that sometimes.
But that's why I like,
Manifestation, they don't get that.
Right.
yeah, so like, and that's a good point, and I guess I'll be practicing with Taylor, which she is what, 16?
Yeah.
I think the thing that I've been finding out is you just gotta really ask them why they feel the way they feel. I think we mess up because, like I said, like I was telling y'all yesterday, we look at like the younger people as like, oh, they're just young people, instead of just like, oh, they're just young us. You know what I'm saying? Like, what did we need to hear at 19?
Right.
Like, I could give a list of shit that I needed to hear at 19. You know, so I just go off of whatever I thought that list was for me, and then I just ask, like, so why do you feel like, you know, you need to isolate yourself from everybody? Like, what got you to that point? Like, talk about that stuff instead of just talking about like, why you so lonely? Why you ain't got no friends? Like, why you don't talk to nobody? Like, what's wrong with you? Like, actually
Yeah, 'cause
get
it's so
to the
crucial
root.
at that age too.
Yeah.
You know, they beating each other up. They not trying to really see what's going on. They just
Right, embarrassing each other online. That's one thing
Yeah.
I'm glad we didn't have. Like, 'cause
Especially
we was
black
doing some
people,
shit.
we be embarrassing each other.
so bad,
It's
so
horrible.
bad. I see all that type of stuff.
And it's a cycle, man.
So sad.
And my sister just said it was like 12 fights at her school the other day.
Yeah, she recorded it and sent the stuff to me, and she literally, like, they literally, and my thing is, when I think about fighting now, like, and you know how I was with fighting, like, I
Kyle used to throw hands.
I just didn't
on
care.
Sight.
Shut up.
Kyle was not to be messed around with.
And, like, no, I just didn't care. But to now that I see it, like, I don't want to hurt nobody. I don't want to, like, unless you did something to my family, you know, like, that's the only thing that it had me on go, because now my mind thinks different. Like, hurt people. That's just what it is at the end of the day. And what is going on with you?
Hurt people. I gotta write that down.
Right.
That's
Hurt
a
people,
bar,
hurt
bro. That's
people.
a bar,
This so
nigga.
stupid.
Hey,
No, for real.
That's
That's
my
But that's what it is, though. Like,
hurt people.
hurt people.
Dang, I never really like
That's my Facebook status, bro. Swear to God.
hurt people.
Bro, put
man,
that
that's all it is, though. And it's like, now that I see that, like, it ain't even worth what you going through for me to even embarrass you even more or do anything like that. Like, you're hurt. That alone is worse than anything that I can do, because you're internally not happy with yourself.
Yeah.
That's it. Self-health, self-love, all of that is like this main thing. And if you don't have that, like, you're hurt. That's why you're going to react. That's why you posting. That's why you doing all that stuff. I ain't about to put my hands on. Nobody deserves for me to beat them up. Like, now that I see that, even though I did what how I was when I was younger, don't nobody deserve that. Period. At the end of the day, we black people, we need to stick together. We need to, all of that. Like, in all races, like, it's no point on that. But, specifically blacks. We embarrass each other. We talk about each other. If you ain't had the same thing we had, but you had all that stuff, but you was lacking love as a child. You ain't get none of that. You had all these material things and your family wasn't there for you. Everything has a reaction, and just knowing that, like, that's just how I go on with my life now. Like, I truly live by that saying, hurt people. And until the next person understands that, this is a cycle. This is what we're going to go through. And that's why I be telling people, when somebody come to you, do something to you, don't take nothing personal, because it has nothing to do with you. Literally has nothing to do with you. It's all about with them, what they got going on, what they thinking about. Like, I take nothing personal now. When you piss, when you go to work and somebody acting an ass to you or acting a certain type of way to you, like, I'm not gonna take it personal, bro. Something happened with you when you got home, when you went home, or something ain't going right in your life. Like, my life.
Was that annoying?
Doing anything?
No, because I know, like, when I'm editing this shit, I'm gonna hear this and it's gonna annoy the shit out of me, dog. And I'm like, I could have just took it out of her hand. But keep going. Keep going there.
But yeah, that's it though.
Hurt people. You want to add in on that, Asha?
Ain't nothing to add. It's like,
She's stupid. Nothing to add.
She
said.
literally.
No, that just opened up a perspective for me though, because that's so real.
Yeah.
Like, and I think when you identify that early on, that, like, man, you just hurt. But then that's when you got to make the conscious decision. Do I want to deal with this hurt person? Because that's what I be telling people, like, bro, they obviously don't fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? And it's not even your fault.
Yeah.
But you got to
take it
know,
personal.
do you want to sit there and deal with that still? And I especially tell women that, because a lot of black women are so forgiving. Because y'all see that almost on sight, and they just be like, I know he done been through some shit.
Yeah.
Like,
And then we just want to stick around, and we want to nurse her being the woman that we are. Like, sometimes it's just not worth it. It's not worth even putting your time into.
Yeah.
And that's just with anything, though. We're not even talking about just dating. People have real life traumas. Like, people are going through I honestly want to say 100% of America got some traumas.
Facts.
Literally 100%. I'm willing to put that out there 100%.
That's a new stat.
So, so to know that, who are we to judge the next person? Who are we to say, to act a certain type of way? Who are we to take on their issues when we got our own issues? We gotta look at things like, that's why counseling is real. Talking to people, coming up, we look, oh, you talking to a shrink? They downed you for that.
Yeah,
but
facts.
you need that. I'm 28
bro.
years old. Okay, how I lived my life is not how you lived your life. I've dealt with so much stuff internally, or it couldn't even been that bad, but it was that bad for me. He was in the Air Force. We don't know what he's seen, what he got trauma from. You know, so many people see so many different things. These people that been homeless out here. There's people out here that's you didn't have food on the table. You know, me myself, like it's been days, and it's like, you know, that could have been too much for me. You know, let alone what's too much for somebody else. There's people out here being molested. There's people out here being raped. All of these things going on. We don't know what's too much. So how are we to, you know, you got to know what you want to take on. And you got to watch those signs when people act out, when people treat you a certain type of way, like that. And this is what I was saying when I want to help people and get them to understand, because this is real life facts. At the end of the day, nobody's talking about this shit. We don't know. We just, oh, I want to help him, or I want to help this person. And you don't even know what you're getting into.
Right.
Exactly.
People have soul ties. People have demons living in them. People are dealing with so much stuff. And because it's bad to talk to somebody about it, they're holding it inside. You have to get that shit out. You have to talk about it. You have to heal from these things that you dealt with, or it's just going to cycle. It's going to keep going. So, you know.
But for some people, it's hard for them to heal.
Yeah, because they don't have that self-love. They've been too traumatized from the things that went on. They don't know how to. I tell this to everybody. You got two ways of living your life. You either gonna let the things that you went through break you, or you gonna move on from them. That's it.
Exactly.
You got two options, and that's your choice. Most people choose to use it as an excuse. They use it as, oh, you know, I went through this. Like, how long you gonna tell me this? How long you gonna use this? When you gonna stand up and say, you know what, that's not me. That person's not me anymore. This is me now, and this is who I'm gonna build my person to be. Like, that was my deal breaker for myself. Like, I was looking back and I'm looking at the things and I'm like, bro, I'm really hurt. I really got shit I got going on or went through. And then it's just like, you know what? Today I choose to be somebody different. She's no longer here. You know, and I'm just going on. And I said from that day, like, when I come in contact with people, I want them to truly feel that I'm a good person. I want them to truly know that I'm on their side, even if I got to be on your side from a distance. Like, that's my choice and I can do that. You know, and you got to understand that too. Know your choices. Know what you can do. Know you are your own person. You are your own being. Like, legit. I think about this all the time with myself. Like, I have
Hold on, wait. I think it's about to stop recording.
Yeah. Look. Speaking of conquest, I'm deep in your conscious. You recently digressed, but secretly digest about anything I bless, anything I stress.